Whoa, Gemini. Okay, so I just pulled your oracle card to see what this reading is all about for you, the theme. I've already channeled some messages here as I was sitting here and meditating, and I was just reading up on the card that I got for you, and I just have to turn on the camera and we have to do this together because what I'm reading, or what I'm about to read, is exactly what just came through. So there's something that is ready to be heard by you. The card that I got is number 15, by location. And when this came out, before I even picked up the book, I'll list the decks in the description box below, but when this came out, I was like, whoa, that's interesting, because one of the things that I saw was a do not enter sign, like at the end of a narrow road, actually it was. And this looks like it here. And then I was seeing the do not enter sign, and I was asking Spirit, is Gemini approaching the do not enter sign? Interesting. The do not enter sign? Or are you on the other side keeping somebody out and someone's approaching you? Whoa, the energy's moving so fast, partly because I'm excited. This seems like a very important message, but let's slow it down a little bit for clarity's sake. Maybe things are going really quickly for you. So I was wondering, what side of this do not enter sign are you on? And I got that you're able to see through their eyes, but you're actually the one saying do not enter. You're actually the one keeping something out, but you're able to put yourself in somebody else's position and see through their eyes. And I feel like this might manifest for you in feeling like you are the one who's being blocked. But that's not the case. You're the one doing the blocking. I don't know what this is about. This could be about anything in your life. These two energies that I'm seeing could both be aspects of you, or it could be you and another energy, maybe like a situation, an experience, an event coming up, or it could represent a person in your life or a group of people. But it's like you're able to jump from vantage points and see through both perspectives. And sometimes energetically, it might feel like you're the one approaching the do not enter. But you need to know that your higher self is actually keeping something out, that you're being maybe protected. Because on either side of the do not enter sign, I saw like these tall figures. They look maybe like Basset. Is that how you say it? Basset? Yeah, the Egyptian cat. It kind of looks like that. It's like very statuesque. It's a gateway, right? Yeah, it's a gateway. Do not enter, of course. So there's some kind of protection here. Okay, so I pulled out this card, by location. And look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like being able to see from both sides. These also look like the two pillars. And then we have a figure on the top and on the bottom. This is really cool. Okay, so I picked up the book, and the first thing I read, and then I turned on the camera because I want to share this energy with you, is two masks of the self are staring at one another from separate sides of the planet. The dreamer can be in two spaces at once. Distance and time are not an issue in the lucid and astral realms. This deck is about lucid dreaming, but you can read it in other ways. And I feel like you're being given an opportunity to see something through someone else's eyes or perspective. I don't know why or how that helps you. We're going to find out. At the bottom of the deck, we have gaining mastery. This is part of your path. I'm hearing this is something you can choose to do or choose not to do, but you have to be aware that it's happening in order to make that choice. Okay, so Gemini, some thoughts or feelings may wash over you from time to time. And you may be able to step inside somebody else's energy field and perceive their world or how they're viewing you. And there could be times where you know that this is happening and you're doing this, and then there could be other times where well, is it confusion? Maybe just where you forget that you're able to do this or that you're doing it. But Spirit is saying it's a choice. Now, I feel guided to ring this bell, and I also got the bell has rung. And I was thinking, what does it mean when a bell rings? Well, for me, it's a way to clear the energy. But I was also thinking about time and how there's, many different clock towers that have bells, and the bells ring at certain times, and it feels like something is time. Or something has time. Maybe you only have a limited time to step into this other perspective to see something. Yeah, I just heard something. I don't know. I don't know if you heard it, but I just heard like a rustling. Yeah, I feel like that's it. You only have a certain time to step into this perspective if you choose. This is a cool reading. Okay, I also heard you saying wisdom, 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 and it felt like you were saying it 8 times. I didn't count, but that's the number I got. Some kind of mantra for you. You need to remember your own inner wisdom. I also heard the cornerstone of faith is trust in yourself. I saw a watermelon with a ton of seeds. Not sure what that's about. Something about your root chakra, and a message comes through on a whisper. Oh, maybe that was that rustling noise I just heard. I don't know what that was. It felt like it was like actually here and not something in my mind. Something comes through on a whisper. All right. This isn't your style. If you think I'm cuckoo clocks, well, the bell has rung and you may be dismissed. Okay, you can go. That's cool. All right, but for those of you who want to stay, let's see what else this book has to say. It says, trust your intuition and turn to face the subconscious part of yourself that already holds all the answers. Develop your ability to see things beyond your immediate vision. When you are open to receiving inspiration and believe in your psychic abilities, profound messages can come through. And I feel like ringing the bell and dismissing energies that don't believe in psychic abilities can be useful to help clear the field. There's something about becoming conscious of doing that. Now, whether they choose to stay or not is up to them, but you can dismiss them from impacting your field. Okay, so maybe there's people in your life who don't believe in your spiritual path or your own abilities. And I feel like maybe ring a bell and dismiss them. It will do something to clear the energy. It's fascinating. What else do we have here? This is also a busy time for festivity in your life, and you are a social butterfly. Community and friends are inviting you to endless parties and celebrations. Is that happening? I'm having a lot of people come up in my life. Interesting. I have a Gemini moon, for those of you who don't know. Enjoy that you are in demand because it shows that people love being around you. Although you can only wish that you could be in multiple places at once, while awake in the lucid dream, that wish can become a reality. So maybe you're able to go into this other person's field and see, like, I don't feel you're affecting them in any kind of negative way or doing anything that's trespassing on their energetic territory, because it feels like what you perceive about them or from their perception is related to you directly. So perhaps you're doing this in the dream state. By location. Okay, anything else? It says this card speaks to the ability to understand things physically beyond your conscious awareness and psychically. Yeah. Okay. It says you already know the answer you seek. Your biggest challenge is to stop doubting yourself and overthinking. Trust your intuitive awareness. And that's the truth, always. But because of the world we live in and the various energies we encounter, it can get really tough to locate our intuition and to trust it. We are told multiple times over in subconscious ways, in subliminal ways, and sometimes overt ways not to trust our intuition, not to trust ourselves. That what we think we know, we don't actually know. There's a whole lot going on right now about humans not having free will, and there's all this science behind it. And I understand what it is that they're saying about lacking free will, that, you know, we think we're making conscious choices, but they're coming from other things that we don't understand, or external factors or memories or etc., or physiological processes that are happening. I understand that, but the idea of taking away the concept of free will is not in alignment with your spiritual ascension. Interesting. Why is this coming through? So yeah, I feel like stay on the path knowing that you have free will to make decisions. And this idea of not having free will is also a dangerous, slippery slope into a territory of not taking accountability for your karma and your actions. Without free will, what is karma? Okay, so interesting things you're thinking about, Gemini. Okay, let's get into your reading and see what else wants to come through. I have to be honest with you, Gemini. I was sitting earlier today in my living room and I was like, oh, should I do a reading today? I'm kind of tired. I don't really feel the vibe. You know, like I have other things going on. I'm so busy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, let's just go. I don't have much time coming up, so I want to see if I can do a reading now. Let's just go and see what happens. And as soon as I stepped into this room, I said out loud to my guides, to these 4 walls, there's actually 5 walls in here. I'm just noticing. It's a weirdly shaped room. That means something. Okay, to you as well. I said it's good to be home when I sat down. And now I feel like we are in the zone. So, as a message for you, if you're feeling like there's something you really enjoy doing, or you know you're meant to do, you're passionate about, but life is getting busy and hectic and in the way, try to carve out a sacred space for yourself and go there, even if it's in your mind, and you'll find that you're immediately catapulted right back into the energy that you enjoy. It's just a matter of getting there. It's just a matter of taking the first step and doing the thing, and once you're in it, it will flow. Okay. I'm also very talkative, like chatty. Let's see. The energy supporting you, the journey. By location, the journey. Okay. And the energies that are challenging you or presenting a little bit of an obstacle, the hunter. Ooh, we just did a collective reading. The hunt is on. Maybe you want to watch that reading. There could be a message in there for you. But I feel like this is the other energy that's looking at the do not enter sign, the hunter. Okay. Guides on either side of this narrow passage with the do not enter sign. Watermelon seeds. What does that mean to you? Does it mean anything to you? Does it have a symbolic significance or something. Probably, I mean, most likely. For some reason, I don't feel guided to look it up, though. Okay, let's go further in. The Hunter. Somebody tracking you. It could be a metaphor, right? It doesn't have to be literal, hopefully not. Tracking you or seeking out something you have. Something hunting, interesting. Maybe this is like an energy or an entity. Nothing to be fearful, of course. You're protected. But this is like someone or something hunting for... What are they hunting for? Knight of Pentacles. For a clear direction. For a path forward. I feel like you represent a clear path forward for someone. A plan. Somebody wants a plan, but it's like they're being blocked from planning, from moving forward, from strategizing, no matter how careful and cautious they are or how slow they take things. And again, remember, I could be talking about an aspect of yourself. So these readings, you can listen to them more than once and listen to it from the perspective you thinking about someone who's on your mind. And then you could also listen to it as you with yourself, and you could get different messages doing that. Or come back months from now and you'll hear something different. Okay, so they're hunting for some kind of security, sense of stability, a plan, a strategy. Of what? To do what? What is this around? The Hangman and the Star. Ooh, I'm getting a weird feeling. Getting a weird feeling, Gemini. There's something about Odin coming through. Or a particular amulet or charm that you have means something to you. Yeah. One second. Let me just tune in. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, so those of you who are on my Instagram, the last thing that I posted was a funny kind of video of this cat staring into a candle. And the caption was, contemplating whether I should practice forgiveness or throw their name in a jar. Meaning like, do I forgive, release, let go, or do I cast a spell on them? And I'm seeing here this big jar somebody is putting energy into. Yeah. I feel like Spirit's really giving you some deep insight here into something. The pieces are coming together. The dots are connecting. Nothing is random. And underneath that funny meme, I wrote, nah, I prefer to keep my jars empty. Meaning I don't hold names in energetic spaces because something was done wrong to me. Because when we do something like that, oftentimes we bind ourselves to that energy, into that situation by holding on to it in any kind of capacity. So I choose to release it. But here, I'm asking about this person and what's going on with their energy. And I'm seeing them put energy into a jar. So maybe they figuratively have your name in a jar, meaning they're holding on to something. But it's in the Star card, which is about destiny and fate and healing and magic too. Yeah, I feel like this energy is hunting it might not even be personal, but it's something that, an ability you have maybe that they're after. or you, if this represents you, you're really seeking something deeper about yourself that you know is there, but you feel is inaccessible. The Hangman, but there's a holding on here to your energy or to something. Bilocation. Maybe that's literal too, like something is by location. There's a certain energy that's activated when you're in a particular location, because we did talk about a space as well. I feel like someone's on the heels of your journey, like they're, like Man Tracker. Remember that show where they would like just follow footprints and smell leaves to see if you've brushed up against them? It's very strange. They're being methodical, like Man Tracker. Again, please don't be scared of this because you're protected. Do not enter. Basset. Big, let me see. I don't know if it's in here, but let me see. Big protection around you. I'm going to see if that is in here. I just saw garnet. That might mean something to someone. Maybe not. Maybe they don't have that. The book is in your hands, though. So I'm going to pull a symbol if I don't find this. Oh, the labyrinth could be coming up for you, too. This reading is a little bit different, eh, Gemini? How did the frame shift? Perspective changing. Okay. No? Interesting. I wish this book had like an index. That would be very helpful. But they don't. Okay. Well, the book's in the hand, so let's get a symbol from it. Nothing is by coincidence. Nothing is random. Nothing does not have an intention at this time. I'm hearing 13. No. Raelian star. Am I saying that right? We also have question mark I'm seeing, but my eye went to this first. Raelian star and Rangoli. Okay, if you should happen to see this particular symbol on the car bumper that is ahead of you, yeah, it's like, see, they're behind you. Then you will know that you are likely to be following the vehicle of the Raelian cult member. What is that? I have no idea. The Raelians believe that the planet Earth was created by a people who come from the sky, but not from a god. These people are called the Elohim and are extraterrestrials. Do you know about this? I don't know about this. The symbol used to be comprised of a 6-pointed star whose arms cleverly morphed into an ancient sun symbol. However, this symbol was adopted and lost its meaning, causing offense. The Raelian star resembles a spiral galaxy. Somebody's the star card. Yeah, somebody's like behind you trying to find this symbol or something that you have. They think you're an alien. Maybe not literally, but like there's something very different about you. They're trying to uncover your mystery. And again, it's like for some reason you're allowed to go in to their perspective and see what it is they're seeing. Whoa, this reading is like really out there, Spirit. Okay, so hold on. Before we go further, why are we having this reading for Gemini? Like, why is it coming through like this? 10 of Wands. Maybe you're feeling this energetic weight. You could feel like you don't know where it comes from, or there's just a lot of energy around you. You know, the other night I was thinking to myself, like, my heart kind of feels heavy. And it wasn't about myself or any particular situation, but it kind of felt like a collective grief I was feeling. And I was wondering if this is maybe prophetic, like I'm picking up on something that's about to unfold. Let's hope not. But perhaps this is something you're also picking up on, and Spirit's trying to locate for you where this is coming from. This energetic weight or these odd feelings that you know are not your own. The Magician. Because you could use them to your advantage. Not only can you protect yourself from them, do not enter, but you can use them to your advantage. Okay, somebody doesn't want me to tell you that. Remembrance. Somebody doesn't want you to remember your own power here in a situation. This is 100% like an energy reading. Manifestation. But you are remembering your power. You are remembering who you are, your capabilities, and what you can do. And your bilocation capacity, your ability to... Because if you can go in and see from their field, you can know their motivations. You can stay a step ahead. You already are a step ahead, though. And the bumper of a car is what kind of protects you a little bit, right? Like it's, you know, fender bender. It's not a big deal. It's a bumper. You hit someone's bumper. I mean, it sucks, but if someone hits your bumper, but you know what I mean? It's there as a kind of protective structure or part of the car. And I feel like because they're looking, yeah, they want to know how you're protected as well. So what is it that Gemini can do with this information? So one strange reading. Pillar of strength. Fortify your resolve and stand strong in your truth. Do not let others undermine your faith. Okay. The cornerstone of faith is trust in yourself. Exactly. So you may be questioning your own abilities. You may be feeling like you're losing touch with your spiritual leanings, or your guides are not around, or you're just not feeling it anymore. And it could be, it's possible, well, this is what the cards are showing me, so you have to know if it resonates for you or not, take it or leave it. But the cards are showing me, and Spirit is saying clearly to me that there is somebody who's impacting you and perhaps creating an energy that makes you feel that way, or that is getting you to feel disconnected because they feel disconnected, and you're somehow tapping into that. Okay, hold on. More cards came out. Water and holding space. Make room for the magic to happen by clearing out any doubts from your mind. And water. You got to get back into it, Gemini. Back into the journey. Back onto your spiritual path. Tap back into your psychic abilities. Don't let it go. It wasn't here for just a season. Keep going. You're gaining mastery. Celestial guides behind that with number 44. You're on the other side of the gate as well. Protect your energy. This could just be a collective energy in general. But they are a little crafty. I also feel like this is a specific message, but I also feel like you're about to come onto someone's radar. For someone out there, you're not even on someone's radar yet, but they're looking for someone like you, or they want to. and you're about to pop up for them in some way. And what do you want to say about that? Page of Wands, Knight of Cups. They're going to make some movement towards you, some offer. They might come with a story of grief or talking about their traumas. And what should Gemini do? Two of Wands and the Six of Wands. Remember who you are and how far you've come. Also remember that every person that we give our time and energy to, we're creating some kind of energetic exchange, perhaps a contract, depending on how far that goes. And so maybe some of you need to vet someone a little bit more, or just ask yourself why you feel drawn to a person or why you're engaging with the person who's suddenly popped up. Because it's like you're about to come up on someone's radar. I keep feeling that. And but Spirit's not, is this like a bad thing? The High Priestess. Nine of Pentacles. It's not a bad thing because you're protected and intuitively you're tapped in. Nine of Pentacles, you're standing strong, stable, secure on your own. Like, it's not like this energy can impact you unless you allow it. But I think Spirit just wants you to be aware. Perhaps this is what you're picking up on and sensing. You could even feel like a little bit like vulnerable or exposed in some sense, or like you suddenly want to be more private, and it's because you're picking up on the energies of this person who's searching for you or someone like you. But I'm still curious about this bilocation and what it is that you're seeing from their perspective. Okay, I want to do a little bit more, Spirit, and then we'll go into an extended. In the extended reading, we're going to go a layer deeper. We're going to get some more details. Maybe, hopefully, ground the reading a little bit in specifics, since there'll be less of you there. The link for that is in the description box below, but if you don't want to go to that, or you can't, then just trust that you received the message you needed here. Just give me a second. Spirit, I'm hearing write it down. What is it that Gemini is seeing or needs to see from that person's perspective? I'm hearing their truth. Their truth of themselves. Hold on. And why? I'm seeing a stop sign here. The truth of themselves and why. The truth of themselves and why they want to be here with you. I don't know why I have to write this down. Maybe you need to do some writing. Like some channeling. Just write without thinking. Or if you're more like how I am, then just write a couple words, listen, and then whatever comes in, write some more, and it will make sense in the end, most likely. So, yeah, I feel like some of you need to do that. Their truth of themselves and why they want to be here with you. So perhaps you don't understand why somebody's energy is following you, or why somebody is attracted to you, or a group of people, or a certain kind of pattern that keeps showing up in your life. Spirit says you can go into their perspective, see from their location, from their point of view, their truth of themselves, and why they want to be here, maybe in this lifetime, in this reality, in this moment with you. And perhaps their truth of themselves and the why is going to be different for each of you. But let's see if we can get in a little bit further with that. The truth of themselves. What is the what is the truth of this person for the collective? As much as we can get. Judgment. They're trying to awaken. They feel like some karma's been resurrected in their life. They're seeking some kind of direction, answer. Tell me more about the truth of this person or energy. The Star again. They're feeling very guided and destined. Perhaps they've had some kind of vision here. 9 of Cups, a wish. But I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I don't know, this card, this Hunter, don't really like the energy. Perhaps they need to go through some kind of lesson before they can enter to where you are. Or it's just not for them. Why aren't they able to enter for Gemini? Why? 8 of Wands. Oh, look at you. And the Hermit. Because you don't want them to. Look, see, it's like here's the do not enter sign and you're fully loaded here, ready to shoot your arrow. And you have an eagle. You see something from a higher perspective, and this person maybe doesn't, but believes they do, or this energy. You've come to some realization and conclusion that I was about to say union, but it doesn't have to be a union for all of you. This entity, energy, this Hunter frequency, is not worth your time. It says biding time. You just need to wait a little while for everything to catch up and settle into place. And you see, it's like they're behind you, and I feel like you've decided you're not waiting for something to catch up to you. This could be an old opportunity that you wanted, and now it's coming through. And you're like, I don't want that opportunity. Truth. I feel like at one point you perhaps wanted something like this, but that was actually their want that you were picking up on. Did you ever really want this in the first place? Truly. There's some like past life karma stuff here. I don't know. This is intense. Temperance. Yeah, it's intense. Okay. So wait. Their truth. Okay, we got that. And why they want to be here with you. Okay, I think we've covered that, but let's see if anything else wants to come through. 5 of Cups again. Because they have some kind of regret. They're coming through with the energy of grief or mourning or unresolved feelings. There's a tension, something that they can't release. Okay, and maybe they think you have the answer to releasing it for them. This could even be a client you're working with or something like that. So, let's get some advice for Gemini, Spirit. Advice for Gemini. The Empress. Beautiful. Pomegranate seeds, watermelon seeds. You have a lot to offer. And you have a lot of places you could plant your seeds. Maybe these are even physical places you could visit, or maybe more energetic, but you have a lot of seeds to plant. A lot. Maybe more than you can count. There's something about, how do I say that? don't plant seeds that you don't intend to take care of and water and help grow. There's something about these seeds, and maybe they're aspects of yourself, but these seeds all need your attention, all need your love and tenderness and energy to grow. Different projects, different relationships, you take it out, it resonates. And I feel like this energy either wants you to plant a seed in their field, or maybe you did, and they're looking for you to water it. And perhaps you need to energetically go into their perception, their perspective, find what that seed is or where it is, and uproot it. Yeah. This could be done through meditation or some kind of energy work. Or maybe you, if you know who I'm talking about and you have some kind of relationship with this person, you could say something to uproot that seed or create a boundary or something like this. But I feel like that's what Spirit's asking. This person wants, they feel like you've planted a seed. But your jar is empty. You have no water to give this person or this energy. Whoa. 4 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. How shall we close this? Wow, 41 minutes. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle card from this deck. We'll get some more closing messages, and then I'll go into the extended. I hope this reading was helpful. Okay, let's see. Closing message. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Yeah, because casting the net is like putting your energy out wide, and then you draw in everything. And I feel like this is the same analogy with the seeds. It's like you have so many seeds, it's like they've been put out there, and now they're all asking for you to be watered. So you have to decide whether you're going to keep putting seeds out there, or maybe be more discerning about when you do or what you do, and uproot some of the ones that you no longer want to water and take them back. This could be like cord cutting even. Because I feel like as long as the seed is still there, the energy is going to follow you for the resource that they feel you have. Okay. It says, yeah, remember, the fish wait for no one, so time is of the essence. Yeah, time is of the essence. It's important that you do this soon. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for your success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of this moment is you. For some of you, you need to heed this warning. It says, the netcaster also arrives to bring you bad news, to tell you that you've been snared in someone's trap and must wriggle free. Right now it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. Yes, and I feel like for those that this is resonating with, it hasn't happened yet, but this hunter energy is seeking to capture something of yours or you. And it's important that you really stand behind that do not enter sign. Know that you're protected, and take some action to uproot some kind of seed, whatever that seed represents. It says, bide your time until all the conditions are right. It's interesting because first it says escape and run for your life, and then it says bide your time. Go to your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. It says, learn to be patient. I don't feel like you need to bide your time, wait, or learn to be patient right now. This is more of you identifying what's going on an energy plane so that you can know and do something about it. And I feel like a good visualization for a lot of you will be very powerful. So you want to go and visualize, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I guess you do because you're still here, or who I'm talking about, you want to go into some kind of visualization where you go into their field as yourself and you take back some kind of seed of yours that was planted, that has been planted. And I don't know what this is, and there's no blame here either. There's absolutely no blame. Perhaps there's a part of you that is still linked to this energy in some sense. And it's important you retrieve that, and then you stand behind that do not enter sign. So visualize that. And I feel like something will release in the energy. Whoa. Okay, Gemini, I love you so much. Remember that you're the high priestess, okay? You're super protected by your own wisdom. Wisdom 8 times, okay? Maybe this is, power to the 8th of your wisdom, something like that. You're super powerful. You're super protective and protected. And the journey is yours. And you choose who you want to share it with. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.